What foolishness! Why would a blade of the dark moon trespasseth upon the great lord's tomb? Mark the words of mine self, Gwyndolin.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? NoisiBoi here, and I'm back with some more Dark Souls Remastered, and we're going to be continuing on with the next part of the game. But before we get started, guys, remember, if you are liking the series so far, remember to like my shit, subscribe to my shit, because I'd love to hear your feedback and your comments in the comments section below. Now, in the last episode, I couldn't figure out why I couldn't pick up Sigmar for his quests. Well, I actually went back to Blighttown, waiting to see if I actually picked him up there, so in a second I'll cut straight to there, but just remember you need some moss. You should have some by now, which is this shit here. I think it's the purple moss, or maybe this one will do as well. Well, you need at least one of these. I think it might be the purple moss. You should have some by now, so hopefully you do, and if you do, we'll cut straight there and we'll be back into ticks. Alright guys, for those of you who don't know, we are in Blighttown on the bottom floor. Welcome, welcome. We have been here before and done pretty intense stuff, but in order for us to progress Sigmar's quest line, we need to actually talk to him down here.
Oh,
so let's do it.
I was so absorbed in thought I just drifted away. You see, I'm actually in a bit of a fix. I've made it this far, but I'm short on antidote moss for the trip back. By my knighthood, I'm ashamed to ask, but can you spare a few scraps of moss?
Of course we can, buddy boy.
Fantastic. Thank you. A saint you are. This Knight of Katarina expresses his deepest gratitude. I shall not forget this. Please, take this, a symbol of my appreciation.
Now, if you've pretty much done this part, you know, exhaust this dialogue as well, but if you've been following my walkthrough so far, I'm pretty sure this was the part I missed. I thought I already did it. I couldn't actually think of anything, so I thought that I'll just come down here and have a quick look, and I did. And, yeah, so I forgot to do this, but what I'll do too is I'll just show you where I am if you guys are lost. We're pretty close to the Great Swamp, what's this one called? The Great Hollow Bonfire, which is just up here. Hopefully you guys remember where it is. If you just follow this path all the way up and go down a ladder and make your way through, you'll end up at the Great Hollow Bonfire. But if you're still confused, I'll actually show you where the bottom floor Blighttown bonfire is too. So if we just come on off this way, if you just run straight towards those fire blazes right there, keep running through, because you know you're getting poisoned. They've actually got their ring on that gives us fast movement in nearly debilitating situation, so that's why I'm running so quickly. And remember, poison is nothing to us right now, so if just here to the right is the bonfire. Now, we did do a bit of extensive work here, so hopefully you guys know where you are, and hopefully this did help. I can't believe I forgot to come down here. Really sorry about that. Hopefully in the next episode we'll continue his story arc then. So let's head on back to Filing Shrine and continue on with this walkthrough without any hiccups. Alright guys, and that's pretty much why we missed out on getting Sigmar before. I'll probably go back to that. I'll probably pick up his quest later on, but before we do that, we'll probably be in the next episode maybe. We have got a few things to do before we go and do that. First off, we need to get the white sentence ring. Now that's going to be down in the catacombs, which we haven't been down in a while. It is a big pain in the butt. I hate going there. Really, really annoying. No guess. I'll probably die, I reckon. I probably should have put on camouflage actually, so then I can just skip all these skeletons, but we'll see if we can make it to at least the first bonfire before worrying about that. Let's rock and roll. Now I have put the wolf ring on for the poise. You don't have to. Oh shit, have I just gone the wrong way? I think I have. Oh, I could have got those items if I wanted to, but I'm not going to worry too much about those items, guys. I think it's just the Zweihander and the shield, I think. But we are, however, going to make our way down here. And somebody just fell off the edge. And so did someone else. Oh shit, oh! Forgotten where to go in this place already, for fuck's sakes. Oh, just. You know what? Putting on camouflage might not be a bad idea. I'm only coming down here for the ring anyway. I don't really want to do much fighting down here, although you can fight those goddamn hidden body. You can fight those what are they called? Shit. Necromancers down here if you wanted to. Just remember to press that switch there. It's really mainly just the first part which can be a pain in the butt, so we'll see how much we can actually skip by doing this. So let's go. Maybe the hidden body won't even work on them, you never know. Okay, maybe it works to a certain degree. Oh, I get hit in the ass. Oh, it's just I think the reason why I just keep doing it's just something I keep doing. I'm not even sure why. I'm pretty sure I'm going the right way. I better believe be going the right way. Yes, I ain't going the right way. Well, you know, oh shit. Go away from me, man. Don't have time for this shit. There's probably no point in using the hidden body to tell you the truth, but we got some things to do. Oh fuck, I keep getting hit by that, don't I? Oh, you son of a bitch. Ugh. Oh, almost rolled off the edge there, see that? Now we're gonna have to go down this way as well. And those guys are all gonna fall off the edge. Oh, really? Now that should open up. Ugh. Yeah, luck a bit there. Now I've just taken out a shit ton of those necromancers, so they shouldn't respawn. Well, I hope they don't respawn anyway. Oh, actually, I am going the right way, but there's something up here I usually just come and get anyway, just for the fact that it's here. Just here. My little great scythe. Probably one of the best weapons in the game, to be totally honest. It's good dex scaling, and once you get it to plus, once you get it to max, it's actually really effective weapon. Probably arguably one of the best dex weapons in the game. Now we have to go up this way. That's right. It's all coming back now. Pretty sure there's a crystal lizard up here. Well, there was. Now this part is definitely a pain in the butt, like it really is. But, oh and behold, we have ourselves a bonfire. You can rest there if you want. Yeah, why not? Just in case. You never know. I could die to the bats that are coming up, but I might not. We'll find out, I guess. Oh fuck, I always fucking get hit by that. Now we have pretty much turned this bridge over, so we should be pretty free to run across and get our shit. As you can see, that's where we were at previously. Oh shit, I can't remember what to do here. Oh, that's right, I remember now. Now, the ring is not far from here. It's actually just up here, actually, but we're going to go this way first. And we're going to run up this way as well. Because I think there's another necromancer up here. Now the reason why we came up here, apart to heal ourselves and get rid of some of these assholes. Oh, fuck you. Now they shouldn't respawn, as far as I know. Hey, there's a ladder. I never noticed that ladder. Huh. I've never ever noticed that ladder. Up. Interesting. Now the reason why we went up that ladder is for a very good reason. And he is not aggroed. I mustn't have gone far enough into the cave. There's actually a giant skeleton out here. Which is why I'm going to switch my rings. Because we need to be able to kill this guy in one hit. Because he is powerful, man. As you can see, you could take almost a full brunt of our crystal soul spear, soul mass. And then we need that dark moon ring. Interesting that that statue's up the back there, right? So I'm actually going to go and have a look at what was up that ladder real quick. Actually, I've just never noticed that ladder before. And all the times I've come down here, I've never noticed it once, even in the old versions. Let's just go see what's up there, actually. Please, God, don't be something big. Yep, now that's enough exploring for me. Let's homebone out of this place. Alright guys, here we are once again at Orlando. We've come back here because we're going to have a boss fight again. So if you come from an Orlando's bonfire, we will go straight over here. As you can see, look at that sunlight. Great stuff. Now remember, if you haven't damaged Guinevere, this will all still be the same, but if you have damaged her, this will be a lot darker than you guys might remember. And I probably should have healed up my Estus Flask to 20, shouldn't I? Hopefully we won't need it for the next fight. Oh, you know what I should have done? Actually, no, I'll be alright. I need to go to the bottom. So let's turn this sucker up. Look at that, like, even the remaster looks so damn good up here. Like, even you guys have to agree. Remastered, they did such a good job. So we know where we are. We've been here before, as you guys may remember. And we're going to go right down to the bottom. One of my previous episodes, I actually ended the episode right down to the bottom. Okay, what? We're going up. Oh, I pushed it the wrong way. Good one, Noisy. Don't even know what you're doing. Actually, do I even have to... pretty sure I'm going to go down one more. Bit rusty on this, guys, and I apologize. I haven't actually played this in a while. Usually what I do, I'll record 2 or 3 videos in a week, and then if I have time I'll play it like a day later or something like that, just to, you know, the schedule that I have going for myself is actually quite good, to the point where I can actually freely do this quite easily as well. So alright, now let's amp up some of our skills here too. Attune. Take off hidden body, which was a complete failure. And put on power within. We probably won't even need power within to take. Actually, you know what, to take this, I probably won't even need it. Actually, I won't use it. Okay, so you guys, if you do remember, this is the bonfire we're looking for. Now, we just got the moonlight, the dark moonlight ring, I think it was, the dark moon Senate's ring. It actually grants you additional attunement slots, but this ring is granted to adherents of Gwyndolin, dark moon deity, and lastborn of Gwyn, lord of sunlight. Grants additional magic attunement slots. The dark sun Gwyndolin is the only remaining deity in Orlando. His followers are few, but their tasks are of vital importance. Equip that, and what do you know? It takes out that illusionary wall. We'll equip our magic skills back on, and we'll go and have a look. This is another secret covenant.
Halt! This is the tomb of the great Lord Gwyn. Tarnished it shall not be by the feet of men. If thou art a true disciple of the Dark Sun, cast aside thine ire. Hear the voice of mine self, Gwyndolin, and kneel before me.
There's a kneel then.
O disciple of the Dark Sun, thou hast journeyed far. Hear my voice. If thou shalt swear by the covenant to become a shadow of Father Gwyn and Sister Guinevere, a blade that shall hunt the foes of our lords, then I shalt protect thee, safeguarding thy person with the power of the dark moon.
Might as well just say yes. Only doing that because you get the Blue Eye Orb and the Dark Moon Blade Covenant Ring as well, so...
Very well. Now thou art a blade of the Dark Moon, hunteth the enemies of the Lords by the power of the Dark Sun.
Now of course you can just, you know, do your thing, but... we're actually part of their covenant now, but... and not today.
What foolishness! Why would a blade of the Dark Moon trespasseth upon the great Lord's tomb? Mark the words of mine self, Gwyndolin. Thou shalt not go unpunished.
Alright. This isn't actually too bad of a fight, actually. Oh, actually, what am I talking about? My ass whipped. That's pretty much how you want to do this fight, to be truth. As you can see, it does the job just like that. Oh man. Oh, damn it. I was going to actually start explaining what not to do, but there you go. There, you got to use the pylons as like cover. We'll just skip that. Yeah, so it's best to use the pylons as cover, especially against his magical attacks, but there is actually one attack you can't dodge, so... which is like attacks like that. And that actually took a lot of his power, didn't it? Oh damn, just two of them did it.
Heretic, swathed in dark, an eternal curse upon thee.
Easy mode, man. I shouldn't have actually died the first time. I got a bit cocky thinking I could just heal even before I got to the end, so... And that's pretty much it, guys. Like, he is not very hard at all, especially for casters. I know a lot of melee guys do have a bit of a hard time against him, but with our power, he is nothing compared to us. Now this next part is quite interesting. If you've been following all the walkthrough and this is actually Gwyn's tomb, his final resting place. Empty. Interesting. Interesting enough, I guess you should say. Next up, we've got ourselves the Miracle Sunlight Blade. Probably one of the best, actually probably the best miracle in the game. But a bit of controversy behind it, and the entire brass helm set, which is pretty good too. Now, interesting enough, if you come to Sunlight Blade, and this is just another bit of a lore thing going on here. Miracle wielded by Lord Gwyn's firstborn. Now, firstborn being the underlining word. Boost right weapon with rays of sun. The power of sunlight manifested as lightning is very effective against dragons. When the elder son was stripped of his deific status, he left this on his father's coffin, and perhaps as a final farewell. Interesting enough. So when he heard that his father sacrificed himself, he came back to Orlando. I'm guessing he was pardoned just to say goodbye to his dad. You just killed his brother, and his sister is an illusion upstairs. So, interesting stuff. Which used to leave massive question marks over who his firstborn child was. Well, since the Dark Souls 3 has come by, we all pretty much know. And he was a powerful deity at that. We're going to head on back to Filing Shrine and pick up one of our armor pieces that we're going to put on, so let's rock and roll. Alright guys, here we are back again at Filing Shrine. Now, we've pretty much done everything I wanted to do in this episode, but one more thing. When it comes to armor, we're going to be, these next few episodes, we're going to start putting together the armor that we need. I actually forgot about these guys. Probably shouldn't be using that weapon ability. Just need to get rid of this guy. Get rid of him too. We actually want to go over to that guy. Actually one of the armors that we're probably going to need. I always get really iffy about that jump. I've missed it so many times before. Alright.
I suppose great.
Purchase. Don't need the master key. Got all the crystal stuff, and since we beat old Dark Gwyndolin, we've got all of his armor set. Now his set's doesn't look very good at the same time, but you can grab it if you really like it, especially if you're trying to cosplay him. But we're going to get Crown of the Dark Sun. Crown of the Dark Sun of Gwyndolin, a protector of the forsaken city of Orlando. This crown of the gods demands faith immeasurable of its wearer, but is imbued with a dark moon power that enhances all magic. The image of the sun manifests Gwyndolin's deep adoration for the sun. Let's buy it. I'm not going to really bother with the rest of the stuff.
Thank you. That was a fine... I have this, and we'll make another fine trip.
Alright, let's head on back to Filing Shrine and probably end this up. As you can tell, it actually enhances magic too. Not quite as much as the Crown of Dusk. I think the Crown of Dusk boosts your sorceries by about 20%. I could be wrong. Might be 25, but I prefer Gwyndolин's one only because of the fact that I think it only does about 10%. Again, I could be completely wrong. I think it looks cooler as well. But also at the same time, you're obviously going to get different gear and shit like that. Actually, I'm going to reverse my hollowing too, but one of the things that, one of the reasons why I like using Gwyndolин's a headpiece over the Crown of Dusk is because you actually don't lose the shit, what I say? If you go down to magic defense in the middle column, it's 193 defense, and when you actually put on the Crown of Dust, because it has that weakness, and it's not just any little weakness too, it's pretty big, it does increase your power a bit, but as you can see there, it drops to 134, which is a massive drop, man. Like, at least with Gwyndolин's headpiece, you do get a 10% increase, but at the same time you get none of its weaknesses as well, especially coupled up with this. Now my magical defense is 233, so it's 100 points more than if I was wearing the Crown of Dusk, and I still get a 10% benefit. That's why I prefer to use this one than the other one, and it looks pretty cool too. Actually, there was one more thing just before we go that I forgot to grab. I was supposed to get it on the way down to the catacombs. Can't believe I forgot to get it. Probably it's actually an armor set, probably one of the most popular armor sets for mages. And if you guys have played this before, wherever, you guys probably know which ones I'm going for. And it's probably the one I'm going to wear through the DLC, which is probably what we'll do in the next video. Oh shit. Sorry dude. It was an accident. It was, I swear. Yeah, like I said before, like I was rudely interrupted. Probably one of the most popular sets in the game. Or light sets in the game, and for mages. And I actually really like it too, so we got the witch set. Very popular, and Beatrice's catalyst. So let's have a look at the catalyst real quick. Now you actually get this set after you beat the 4 kings, so I should have done it in the last episode actually, so let's have a look at Beatrice's catalyst. It has an A scaling and sorcery, so it's actually really good, probably one of the best in the game as well. Catalyst belonging to Beatrice, the rogue witch, contrasts with Vinheim Catalyst. This ancient catalyst shows signs of being used for age-long sorceries. It has passed the hands of many generations to get here. Pretty sweet. Again, another fan favorite catalyst right there, and we will switch to the full witch cloak set. Actually, I don't mind. Nope. We'll go full witch set actually. Actually, you know what? Where are we? We probably don't even have to. We might as well just do a mixed set actually. Might do. If I have it, that is. One of the main things about using this one is you have to be very careful with what you use. I don't mind the witch cloak, but I'm going to put on. I must have gone straight past it. The channel is one. Oh, yep, we can use that. How do we look? And that's pretty much the look we're going to have. Let's just get away from this edge. I'm really nervous about this edge right here, y'all. Actually, you know what? We might as well just homeward bone back. Alright guys, and here we are back at Firelink Shrine. As you can see, it's not a bad little makeup this set. I did end up putting on the Traveler's gear, which is Big Hat Logan's greaves. They're alright, I guess. I think the Witch's gloves probably nudge it out a bit more, which is probably why we should probably be wearing it. I went with the Channeler's waistcloth only for one reason. It is a bit heavier than the rest of the other Likers, but it gives me 7 poise, which is always good to have just a little bit of poise, so we don't quite have that roll anymore, do we? So what we might as well do, since we're here, since we're not going to have that roll anyway, let's just have a look at this for now. We are looking at equipment load in the middle column, which is 96, and for us to have a medium roll, which is what we've got right now, we need to have 50%, so we need about 48. So we've got plenty of space to use stuff. So what we'll do, since we are not going to be using the Havel's ring, it doesn't do shit for us unless we take this off. We're going to be switching up to a ring that we cannot take off anymore. We're going to be switching up to this one. Now if you take that off it will break, but I will be able to get us another one if you do. So I'll get into doing that too. So this is probably going to be the set and the rings I'm going to be using for the DLC, or the Painted World. A pretty good little... Still got the medium roll. Look how much health we've got now, and our stamina's through the roof. Pushing 1100 HP, the stamina's up. We are looking pretty good, guys. Pretty good indeed. We are strong, we are tough, and we are resilient. Got everything we need. Well, anyway, guys, I might just leave it there. So please, if you are enjoying this series so far, remember to smash the like button to support my channel. If you're new, feel free to subscribe, because I love to hear your feedback and your comments in the comments section below. I am your host, Noisy Boy. Thanks for coming on by, and as always, guys, stay noisy.